How is everybody? Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is Deandra at the Phone Sex Dollhouse. It's been a minute since I've been on. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. It's almost Christmas, so very fun, very cool that we almost have it. Christmas is coming up. I teach you how to become a phone sex operator from home, start working from home. And today I'm going to call this video why you should be a phone sex operator. Why is it better than anything else you could possibly do out there? Honestly, there are so many benefits to being a phone sex operator. I freaking love it. It's so much fun. It's something I've been doing since I've been in college, guys. Thank you all for the hearts. Very fun, very cool. Loving that. Feel free to ask me your questions. And if you are at home watching this, watching the replay, feel free to drop your questions in the comments. Real quick, I do want to mention I do have a promotion going on right now called my tag team trainings, where you and a friend can come on and start learning how to be phone sex operators, work for yourselves, work from home. It's so much more fun when you do it with the friend. So this is for the after party sessions or the happy hour sessions. After party sessions has 4 1-hour trainings in person on Zoom, plus all my ebooks in my collection. This one has 2 1-hour trainings on Zoom. And both of them have all the ebooks, guys, like every single bit of training. You and I will set up a time with your friend of your choice, the same friend, and we will be on there and I will teach you both how to get started as phone sex operators working from home. So make sure that y'all go and check out the links down below. Either sign up for the after party sessions or the happy hour sessions to take advantage of this training. This is, again, tag team training. It's not going to be going on for much longer. Tomorrow night at midnight will be the last day that I have this available. After that, of course, you could sign up for either or, but it'll just be you on the training itself, and I will be guiding you and helping you. And guys, these trainings, you either get 4 or you get 2. We can set these up however you want. If the very first time you just want to do, like, let's say you get the after party training, you want to do 2 hours on Zoom, then we will set everything up for you. We will get you going, all of that. Then the following week, you want to do like 1 hour, we do one, and then another one to follow up, keep you going, keep you with everything, because you get in both of these the live Zoom sessions plus every ebook in my bundle. Ebooks that show you strategy to actually, excuse me, y'all, get clients calling you. Then once they're calling you, what do you say? Like, actually tips. What do you say when you're on a phone call with the caller to keep them hooked, keep them coming back? Then how do you get that same person to call you back? Because once you have your caller, you want them to call you back and call you back and call you back to start making money, guys. That is what I teach people. That is the main thing. That is the fun of this. The fact that we can do anything we want, really, it's up to us. You control this, which is one of the main benefits. So like I said, I'm going to talk about why should you be a phone sex operator? Why is this better than any other type of business? Better than an MLM, better than anything else you have out there. So number 1 is that you are in full control. You control this. That is like the number 1 thing, right? That is what you want. You want to control your schedule. You get to decide when you log on and when you don't. You do not have a boss telling you you must be here from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You must be here from this time to that time. You cannot take off on Christmas. You cannot take off on New Year's Day or any time after. Sure, I'll give you some time off this holiday season. How about you come into work from 8 a.m. to about 1 p.m. on the 25th, and you can have the rest of your day off. I'll give you 2 hours off. Does that sound familiar? That sucks. Or how about this? Oh, too bad. It's your son's birthday. It's your daughter's birthday. Yeah, well, you also have to come into work, so maybe y'all can celebrate over the weekend or some other time next week or whatever when you do have your next day off. How about instead of that, instead of no, you cannot have Christmas off, no, you cannot go spend time with your family, with your son, your daughter's birthday, for the graduation, for the wedding, for whatever event it is that you have, right? We've all been there, we've all done that in a traditional job. No, you cannot have that time off. Well, what, can I have, right? Well, we'll give you next weekend, next Saturday off, whatever. You can just send them a card, say hi, send them a text, whatever. Um, you know, been there, done that. Yes, y'all, it sucks. But instead of that, how about being able to look at your calendar and say, you know what? I'm not going to work the 24th, the 25th, or the 26th of December because that's Christmas. You know what? This next Thursday is my son's birthday, my daughter's birthday. I'm not going to work on their birthday, and I'm not going to work the next day because of whatever. Maybe they may want to go out, maybe whatever. I don't want to work that weekend because maybe they are in school. Maybe it makes sense to celebrate on the weekend anyways, but you want to spend that time with them. This is how you do it. You become your own boss. So you become your own boss so you can decide, which is sorry, y'all. Um, I don't know why I'm blanking out right now, which is what being a PSO allows you to do. Also, another reason why it's better, no inventory. Pretty much every business that you have out there is going to require inventory, such as MLMs, right? Have y'all tried MLMs? Is anybody thinking about joining an MLM here in 2026 coming up next week? Are y'all thinking about joining some kind of a company? A lot of people think that MLMs are scams. Let me get that out of the way. They are not scams. I love MLMs. I've been in a few myself. I've sold jewelry, I've sold makeup, and I loved them. But a lot of people do not like them. They don't like the fact that you have to have inventory for these. You have to keep promoting here. You have to keep doing that, bugging your friends, bugging your family. You don't do none of that here. No, what would be the word? Well, other than no inventory, no selling to friends and family. This can be totally anonymous on top of that, right? Um, Guys, I was a full-time school teacher for many years while I did this. I have 17 years of experience as a full-time school teacher, high school, 8th grade, for half and half of my career. Nobody knows that I've done this. None of them, none of the people I've worked with, none of them know that this is what I did part-time. Yes. So it's another thing. You can do it. Again, going back to over here, you are your own boss. You have your schedule. You can be part-time, you can be full time, or you can be sometime. When I was a teacher, there were definitely times where I had a goal, for example, let's say right about this time of the year. And I was like, okay, I need some more money because I definitely know that I want money for Christmas gifts. So October, November, December of the year, I would work this like a part-time job. I would literally set up a schedule and I would say, okay, so on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'm going to be working from 8 p.m. to about 12 a.m. or 12 midnight. I always confuse them. But anyways, 8 p.m. to 12 midnight, 3 days a week. And Saturday, Sundays, if I was home, if I happened to not be doing anything, why not log on? Right. But that was because I had a goal of getting extra money. So those 3 months out of the year, I literally did this like a part time job. Couple of extra hours from home, from my desk, watching a movie on my moments where I did not have calls or whatever, pausing the movie, taking a phone call, making my money and getting my extra Christmas money. And then come January and on, I could let it up on it. That is when it became sometime. Because, like I just said, right? If I'm at home, if I'm not doing anything, if I'm just relaxing, why not log on and make some extra money? Why not? You can decide, given your goals, given what you want to do, given what you want to accomplish. Being a phone sex operator gives you that flexibility. You have total flexibility here to do what you want. Guys, that is one of the reasons why this is one of the best types of jobs you can have. Let's compare this. So let's compare it to a traditional job, right? So let's say traditional job. A traditional job I just saw on ChatGPT a minute ago, you need anywhere from $20K to $250,000 to start. Profit comes in anywhere from year 3 if you're really, really good and you probably invested more so on that lower end to year 8. That is when you start seeing profits. Let's say that you bought a business, maybe a franchise or something. You put in $250,000 of your money here now today, so that in 8 years, hopefully that franchise will start profiting you money. You don't start making money right away. With Phone Sex, I can get you making money in 2 weeks, guys. Hey there, welcome. I am Deandra. I teach you how to become a phone sex operator from home. If you're interested, go ahead and drop questions into the chat. Go ahead and drop questions into the comments if you are rewatching this. But guys, in a traditional job, you will start making some money, making profits possibly in 8 years. And here's the bad part: 50% of people who start traditional jobs don't get there because 50% shut down because they don't make money in 5 years. And why do they shut down? Why do they not make money? Why does it tend to take anywhere from 3 to 8 years for a traditional job, a traditional business, right? Because that's what I really meant to say. Like people who decide to start a traditional business, franchise, something to that effect, they need a brick and mortar office typically. They need staff. They need to pay the bills. They need to have all these current and ongoing expenses for their business once they start to keep it going before they start seeing profit. So not only do they put, let's say it's a franchise, $250,000 down for the business, the location, some money, whatever. Month 1, they may not make a lot of sales, but they still had to pay staff. They still had to pay the light bill, the water bill, all those bills. If it was a restaurant, God forbid that they got like 2 or 3 customers that first month in and made absolutely no money, but they still had to pay the staff, everybody else. They had to pay the water and food that they maybe didn't even get to use or cook or whatever and had to throw away, right? So traditional business versus being a PSO. Start as a PSO. That's what I'm going to put over here. So start as a PSO. I can get you paid in 2 weeks. Sorry, y'all. So 2 weeks equals paid. You can start today. You can start your accounts and everything today, guys. And I can get you paid in 2 weeks. I can make sure of that. And guess what? That right there is going to be freaking profit. Why? Because what you need here, you need a phone. That's all you need. You need a phone, you need your voice, you need an imagination. I teach you how to do all these things, guys. Check out the links in the description if you're interested. And don't forget, I also have my tag team trainings. I see you on here. Welcome. Feel free to drop questions in the comments. Right now, if you sign up for the after party sessions or the happy hour sessions, I am allowing everybody to bring a friend in my tag team trainings. This is the deal going on until midnight tomorrow, which is going to be Sunday the 22nd. If you sign up for either of those 2 sessions before midnight, guys, you and a friend can log on with me on the Zoom sessions. The after party has 4 one-on-one training sessions. This will be 2-on-1. I'm tag teaming y'all. Or the happy hour has 2 one-hour training sessions, plus all of the ebooks that both of you will have access to, will get to see, will get to read through and learn how to actually do this for yourselves in the long run and start making money quickly as phone sex operators. Start working from home, taking control of your actual schedule, your money, what you want to do, right? So anyways, guys, again, traditional job versus PSO. Working as a PSO from home. You do not need an LLC, because I trained with somebody last week. She was starting to start up an LLC. I said, you absolutely do not need this. If you were to do a traditional job, a traditional business, you would need an LLC. Let's say you wanted to start a restaurant or something to that effect. Yes. This case, no, you are working as yourself. You don't need that because you are creating your profiles. You're signing up on these sites that I promote. Feel free to watch some of my other videos because I've got lists of them. And I also tell y'all how they pay. By the way, pay from home, average pay is $50 an hour. $50 an hour, guys. Do you want to learn how to make $50 an hour from home as a PSO? If so, if you are ready to make that change, if you are ready to make that jump and you like want it, go ahead and check out the links in the description of this video. Go ahead and check out the links on the description of my pages because I teach you how to start doing this. Check out my shorts as well, where I show you income proof of what it is that happens. If you want the structure, the strategy, instead of just logging on and guessing or signing up and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, you want to be actually taught how to do it correctly, how to start earning money, because I can get you money. I can teach you what you need to know, and so you can start making money quick. The other day, I trained one person. She did just a pregame training, which is just a 1 hour session, no extra ebooks or anything else like these sessions or packages are. But she did a 1 hour session. We got her going. She had her account. We fixed it up. And she messaged me like 3 days later. She said she made $86 on one phone call. She said it lasted about an hour and a half. She's like, me and this guy had a lot of stuff in common. We talked about sports. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of, she said it was kind of nerve wracking because she'd only talked to 2 or 3 other people. The callers she talked to before that, excuse me, all. Literally, she said, we got straight into it. They hung up in 10-15 minutes. After we trained, she went on and she said she's kept somebody on the phone for about an hour and a half. She used one of my scripts that I gave her in a PDF that she bought, in a book that she bought, the 100+ scripts conversations, where I literally break it down, tell you what to do, what to say, all of that. So check out that ebook, guys. For sure, it's one of the most helpful ones, I feel like. She said she made $86 in that little bit of time. So that is one thing, guys. Being a PSO, you could start making an average of $50 an hour from home. Let me show y'all what proof of that. I'm going to show y'all the proof of this. I'm going to show you my phone real quick. Let me pop that up. But anyways, I'm popping it up right now, guys. Why is this not showing me where we're at here? But yeah, so $50 an hour, guys, is basically what you want to look at. That is where, on average, a PSO makes. Depending on the site you're working on, you can make anywhere from 35 to 69. But at the end of the day, it averages out to this. And this is where we're at. What? All right, let's figure this out. Your first. Nope, that was the bundle. I am looking at these pages, guys. I thought I posted it here too. I guess I just posted it on TikTok. Let's find it. I'm finding that for y'all. Oh, watch my TikTok not even be here. Anyways, it is loading. Natural Sales District. It is coming, y'all. It is coming. Feel free, guys, to ask me questions while I am loading this up. My internet's going slow right now, but I see it. I see it. All right, here we go. Can we see it? It is very, very bright, but let's see if I can fix that for us so we can actually see it. There we go. All right. So this is on my TikTok page. Feel free to find me on there as well if y'all would like. But guys, on average, a PSO makes about $50 an hour right here. 1 hour, 9 minutes on the phone. $63. Second one, 1 hour and 17 seconds, pretty much exactly 1 hour, $54.90. Hey there, welcome. I am Deandra. I teach people how to become phone sex operators. Feel free to drop your questions. And if you're ready to get started, check out the links in my description. But right here, guys, 54 minutes, 37 seconds, just a little bit shy of that hour phone call. $49.50. All of these are phone calls that I had this week. All right. So feel free to ask your questions down below. Can you make money from home? Yes. Here's the proof. A few days ago, I had a message, like I was saying, from somebody who I helped train. She made $86 with one call in about an hour and a half. Why the discrepancy? Because I'm sure if you're a math person, you're probably thinking, wait, that doesn't quite add up. That is because everybody gets to charge what they want to charge per minute. So some profiles, I have a charge of fee of $150 a minute. Some I am charging $199 a minute, and some I'm charging $250 a minute. Why? Because the niche, the type of phone calls I'm taking are different, and I know that I can get that per type of caller and call that I'm catering to. And I will teach you how to be able to tell the differences and how to be able to say, this one, go ahead and charge this much. This one, just try to stick to this one. Where should you start per minute as a fee, guys? That would be $150. No matter what, always start charging at $150. Don't go lower, don't go less. I do have a video where I break it down as to why and what it is and how much you would get paid if you start charging $150. So feel free to check out that video. I think it's called How to Make Money, or let's see if I can actually find it and make it easier for y'all to find it and see it and whatnot. That way you know which one it is. Let me just find it here for a second, y'all. All right, so it would be this one right here. It was posted, it says 11 months ago, but it says, how much money can I make as a phone sex operator? Check it out here on this page, guys, and go in there, ask questions, check out the links and whatnot. If you are ready to start, if you're ready to go, check them out in the description. I have the links to my training sessions. I also have the links to my ebooks, and the ebooks are really good. I give you literally anything and everything you need. Right now, my after party sessions and my happy hour sessions, guys, if you sign up before tomorrow midnight, bring a friend. I'm tag teaming y'all. I literally decided to call it the tag team training because the deal is, if you sign up for the after party session, you will get 4 1-hour training sessions. These will be on Zoom. Happy hour, it is 2 sessions. After party is 4. But they are 1-hour long sessions on Zoom where I teach you step by step. This is how we start. We create your profile. I give you the ebooks because both of these trainings have all of my ebooks. So the happy hour and the after party. So that way you can read it, you can have it as the resource even after our sessions are done. If you sign up here in the next 2 days for either or, you can pick a friend to come along with you because everything is more fun with the friend. In 2026, we want to go beyond and above and all of that fun stuff, right? We want to be making money from home. We want to become our own bosses. We want to do more things that are fun for us, that are good for us. And guys, being a phone sex operator is fun. It is good for you because you will start making money from home. And again, you control everything, which is another awesome thing. So are you ready to take control of your schedule? Are you ready to tell your boss to shove it wherever he wants to shove it, right? We can actually make that phone call. That's a script as well in one of my ebooks because that is a fun one too. But anyways, are you ready to take control of your own schedule? Are you ready to start working part-time or full-time or sometimes, whatever you choose? If you have a full-time job, can you do this? Absolutely. I was a full-time school teacher working part-time as a PSO sometimes. Sometimes I said, "You know what? I'm going to work whenever I'm available. I'm not going to set up a schedule. I'm not going to like make myself go extra crazy, whatever. If I happen to be at home, I'm watching a Netflix movie, I can pause the movie, I can take a call and come back and forward, whatever. I'm on the couch, I'm doing laundry, I'm doing whatever. So why not log on and take some calls, make some extra money from home? I'm not driving around my city. Oh, that is the best part. I tried Uber, guys. And granted, I probably should have given it more of a shot, but I tried it because I was driving around and I didn't like it. I was driving around my city. I drove around to like 3 or 4 different places. I took me around San Antonio for about 4.5 hours and I only made $45. Why? Because somebody tipped me like $20 because I messed up a Panera bread order, Panera, whatever it's called. That restaurant gave me 2 orders for 2 different individuals, and I didn't know that. So I gave it to the first one that I showed up with. The poor second guy ended up with that dinner that night. And then the girl called me and she goes, "Hey, you gave me the order wrong." I said, "I'm sorry, I've logged out. I'm already literally on the way back home," because I was in the opposite side of where I lived. And I told her I clocked out. I'm already on the way home, halfway home, not coming back. Call Panera, let them give you credit, whatever. She goes, "No, you gave me extra food." I was like, "Oh, okay, then, awesome." She tipped me like $20, and that is the only reason I made $45 driving around San Antonio all day, messing up my car. I did not like Uber. I imagine Lyft and all that is going to be the same thing. When I can sit at home, make $50 an hour plus. When I say plus, I mean plus. The other day I made like $91 in 1 hour, guys. I tend to make a little bit more than that. As y'all can see by the video, I'll show y'all that video again. Oh, wait, it's over here. As y'all can see, guys, I can stay at home and make $63 an hour. I didn't move my car. I didn't go sit in traffic. I didn't go and do a party like MLM. I was talking about that a minute ago. I didn't go do anything other than pick up my phone. $63 on one phone call, little bit over an hour. 1 hour, 54.90. 54.37, 45.90. On a different site where I actually get paid more per minute, as in more of a percentage per my calls, and my fee is $2.50 per minute. I made $91.87 in 1 hour this past week. So is it possible to make money as a phone sex operator in 2026 and beyond? Absolutely. And I will teach you how to do it. It's not about sounding sexy. It's not about sounding extra, what is the word? Being extra explicit. It's about strategy. It's about knowing what to say. It's about having a conversation. And I can teach you how to do it, guys. I can teach you how to be a profitable phone sex operator from the comfort of your own home. Look at my character. That is basically my people. Those are who I work with. Those are the women who I work with. They're at home, they're comfortable, they're on their kitchen table, they're on their desk at home. They've got headsets maybe. That's an extra, guys. They're on their laptops. That's an extra. You don't need a laptop. You don't need a headset. I didn't have a headset for a long time. I actually had one, used it for a little bit, didn't really like it. Only use my cell phone. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. So let's talk about things you need as a PSO. A phone. Literally, that's all you need. You need a phone to take calls, pick up calls, things like that. The phone probably connects to the internet, which is perfect because that is nice to have. A laptop is nice to have, but not necessary. A headset is nice to have, like her. But you do not need a laptop and you do not need a headset. If you go into my videos on here and you see one of the ones that says it's a review, a girl sent me the prettiest email, heartwarming. It still makes me cry a little bit when I think about it. But she said that this year in 2025, she was homeless in the beginning of the year. She was hopping around from apartment to hotel, and she was not living her best life. She was having a bit of a rough time, but y'all can go in and see that. and she saw that I was having a sale for the 4th of July, Financial Independence Day sale, and she bought all of my ebooks. She bought the ebook bundle with all the ebooks. Let me show y'all what that looks like. It's actually had an upgrade because there's now 11 ebooks versus, there we go. Versus my when she bought it, it was only about 7 or 8 ebooks. Anyways, she started taking calls. All she was living on the streets, was a cell phone. Working off of Wi-Fi wherever she could pick it up. She was able to start earning enough money to get herself a hotel room here and there and whatever every couple of days. Well, in November, she actually moved into her own apartment. So, does being a phone sex operator get you money? Yes, it does. I've seen women who have quit their full time jobs. I myself have quit my full time job. I was a teacher. And doing this part time, I was able to double my money. I was able to quit teaching. So, guys, is it possible? Yes, it is. Look at this right here. This is the Dollhouse Collection, the PSO Profit and Power Playbook. This is the ebook bundle that includes every single ebook in my collection. Right now, it is 11 ebooks. Phone Sex Business 101, all of my ebooks that I have for you. So, what do I have for you? First of all, you need to create a persona. What do you need, right? You need to create a persona. It could be you, that's totally fine. Or you can make up a character. I've got 3 different personalities that I work with. You need to know about them. This book right here is going to help you create that. Fill in the blank. I've got 2 phone sex character workbooks. This is my companion. Sorry, y'all. And this is a fill in the blank workbook. The other workbook works fine too. Again, what do you say when you're on the phone calls? What do you need to know? What do you need them to say? This has specific scripts to make your calls longer, to get you those bigger paydays, and to make sure you have repeat callers. This has 100 plus, which means that for every single script that I give you all, I literally flip the script for every single scenario. And I tell you, instead of saying it like this, instead of you're the dirty secretary, whatever, well, your caller is now going to be the dirty secretary. Well, instead of being in a library, maybe you can be in a classroom. Maybe you can be wherever, right? And what the hell? This got totally the light went up, right? So anyways, okay, it's a little bit better. Still kind of bright. Don't know what happened. And better, y'all. That's better. Sorry. All right, so there we go. Phone sex character workbook 1, and I just showed y'all the second one. This is a not phone sex related side hustle, but it's also included there. Making money with envelopes, casinos, things like that. A lot of fun. How to promote yourself as a phone sex operator. Once you got your persona, you need to bring clients in for free, where and how to actually bring them to your listing. Then, of course, once you already got them on there, hey there, welcome. This ebook is the one that's going to carry you through your conversations, what to say, when to say it, all of that. If you don't live alone. Okay, so if you don't live alone, hi Tina. Tima, I'm sorry. So if you don't live alone, I would do whatever you had to. So can you go into the restroom during your phone calls? Can you go into like the balcony? And I know that may not be like the most ideal. Like, I personally wouldn't care if people overheard me, but that would be one suggestion. Or can you maybe just go outside and walk to like the patio? I don't know if you're in an apartment or if you are in a house, but that would be some of my suggestions. I also had a student who used to go and sit in her car. Again, I know not one of the most ideal things, but she used to go outside outside, sit in her car during her phone calls, and go back home. Thank you for the likes. And she actually started making really good money. She was making like $4,000 to $6,000 a month. And after a little while, she actually started renting out a very small office space, and she would go there, log on during her shifts, and just start taking calls. Okay, when you get extra money, look up soundproof wall mounts. Um, is that for me? Do I have some like echoes or something going on, Isabella? Oh, okay, yeah, for Tima, yeah, that would definitely be something you can do as well. Okay, so something, and this probably won't be, since y'all said wall-proof mounts. I used to actually have those cardboards at some point, but this is when I used to record audiobooks, but I was alone, so this might not work 100%, or maybe it might. I used to actually soundproof my area with some like mattresses and some of those like pool noodles and stuff, and foam. And I used to glue them to those big poster trifold things from like the Dollar Tree for kids. So that would be something to do to the walls, but yeah, that might not 100% work if you've got people walking around and stuff. But I did that whenever I was doing audiobooks, because that is a different source of income, guys. Not only do you take calls, there are different sources of income. Like, for example, I record audio stories and they're up and available 24/7. I record them and I have them where people can listen to them for 99 cents a minute, and then they can buy the actual audio clip to like download themselves. Okay. Okay. So you can hang up the soundproof curtains and hang it up to keep the sound out. That's also a really good idea. Um, Soundproof microphone if getting one off TikTok so my background isn't heard. Okay, so that's awesome. Getting a soundproof mic too. I thought about this too, girl, and I said this can't hold me back. Definitely not. I love to hear that. I love the collaboration, guys, and I love the suggestions and the tips. Thank y'all for being so awesome with each other. But yes, definitely go and get it. And right now, guys, just so y'all know, in case you did miss it, I have my tag team trainings going on. If you sign up for the after party sessions or the happy hour sessions, that includes 4 1-hour training Zoom sessions. The happy hour has 2 plus all of the ebooks, but you can bring a friend with you, and we can set these sessions up however y'all want to do this. So if you let's say want to do 2 hours at once, we do 2 hours, then we do a follow-up hour the next week, and then the other one the next week, or we do 1 hour every Monday, every Sunday, whatever it is, however we schedule them. The same for the happy hour trainings, but you also get all of the ebooks, guys. um, Oh, definitely, Isabella. Make sure that you follow me. Thank you so much. Yes, I've been doing this for 17 years. I love it. I was able to quit teaching by doing this, and it's just so much fun and so freeing. And I am happy to be here and sharing it. Definitely. It's time to go all in. And if you are definitely ready to go all in, I would suggest one of these training packages. And if you want to bring a friend with you, awesome. That would be amazing. If not, then you'll have me all to yourself, or you can share me. Okay, definitely. Do I have to bid on Night Flirt? You do not have to, but I do recommend it, especially if you are new. So if you are new, I would go ahead and start bidding. Bid enough to get you into the top 10 spots. And then once you start getting some callers calling you, you want to start reaching out to them, sending emails when you log in. Thank you so much for the hearts and the likes. Thank y'all. And for the like, thank y'all. So once you get some callers coming in, you definitely want to start emailing them with the mass message system. that, hey, I'm going to be on for the next couple hours. Give me a call. Let's have some fun. Something to that effect. Y'all make it fun for yourself and your niche, whatever it is that you are in. And then you can start lessening the amount of bids you're putting on Night Flirt. But in the beginning, I definitely recommend it. I do have bids on all of my Night Flirt accounts just because it does give you a boost, right? I've had one Night Flirt account for about 8 or 9 years, and the other one's about 3 years old. Definitely, you are welcome. And feel free to check out the links below the description, guys, for these ebooks. Let me show y'all. Okay, let me show y'all. So hopefully it doesn't get super bright. Okay, so this was Dominance and Desire. If you want to do domination calls, this is going to be the ebook for that. And I do have some more coming out. Lace and Power, a little bit of being that feminine, dominant, but more of a seductive energy. So it is called, oh gosh, why am I blanking out on the name? This is going to be more so for you. But anyways, that is the Phone Sex Dollhouse Collection, PSO Profit and Power Playbook. You get 11 ebooks, which is my entire collection of ebooks right now, guys. And you get all of them instant download with all of the tips, the strategies, everything you need. And I actually don't have all of the ebooks on there. But you're going to get this ebook. So, how to start making money, a little bit of everything on this one ebook. This is a really good one. I touch base on character creation, promotion, tips, pretty much anything you need when you're getting started. Then I do have, what the hell is up with the lighting on this? It's like keeps messing up on us, y'all. All right. So, anyways, Phone Sex Character Workbook. Both of these will help you start creating your characters. Both of these will help you actually learn your persona. This is very important. This is very important, guys, for those of you who are already doing this as well. This is something that is, like I said, crucial, I would say, because let's say you're playing a 19-year-old college student who is in Texas State. I'll go with that. Well, if you don't know that in Texas State, they tend to say the word howdy like all the time because it's one of their things. And somebody calls who does know that, they're going to be like, what do you mean? Your character just fell through. Wait, you don't know about tailgating and stuff? Your character just fell through. Or you don't know what their mascot is? Well, all of that, right? Why the hell does it do that, y'all? That is so annoying to me. See, it like reloads it really freaking like high. All right, then on a phone call, how do you get them to last? How do you get longer phone calls? You literally need scripts. This ebook right here is one of the best ones that I have on here. So 100 plus phone sex conversation starters. I literally tell you, breathe, stop, say this, say that for this given scenario, then another scenario. And then I give you tips in here too about how to keep them coming. Oh, fucking shit. Like, and again, see, it did it. It did it again. I need to keep pressing it every couple seconds, I guess. Super annoying. I need to figure out how to get that to stop and not be happening. So annoying, y'all. Okay. All right. Just need to keep my finger on it. Okay, so another ebook that's not listed over there, Voices of Seduction, brand new. These are 10 personas and 10 go-to lines that persona would say. So if you're trying to be the bratty 19-year-old, what would that person say? Goes back to your persona and your character. If you're trying to be a dom, what would that dom say? If you're trying to be submissive, what would that persona say? So I've gotten the 10 most popular ones and I'm giving y'all the go-to lines for each character. So that way you keep your callers interested, talking to you, all of that. All right, see if you can change the lock screen filter when it turns dark. Some phones might have that. Okay, awesome. I'm going to definitely try to see if I can do that when I get off of here because that's super annoying, guys. Plus, it's like giving us 5 seconds of that. So sometimes we get the line goes silent, either the caller doesn't say anything and we're like, so during those awkward silences, what can we say? What can we do to revive the call? And sometimes we just keep going, right? We just keep talking and saying something when they go silent and we bring them back or we keep them listening, whatever. But what do you do in those cases? Those are probably some of the best moments, and a lot of people either hang up and quit them or keep themselves from making a lot of possible money. Um, so this ebook teaches you how to handle that. So that's in that bundle too. And of course, y'all can get these on their own or you can get the whole bundle. Seduce with Strategy, where and how to promote yourself as a PSO, as your character, right? So Seduce with Strategy, that's really important. That's definitely something we keep doing throughout. Dominance and Desire, again, a domination ebook, how to be that Dom, how to keep them basically begging for you. Clock Me Daddy is an ebook too that talks about your scheduling, how to make sure that you're getting on and structuring your schedule to number one, most importantly, and the reason why we do this, right? We want to control our schedule, we want to select when we're on, but there's a strategy to this. And if you want it, feel free to grab this ebook, check that out because it's not just jumping on and waiting and hoping and praying for phone calls. That sucks. I'm going to teach you what to actually do to say if you want to be on from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 8 to 12 or whatever, or you don't want to be on from at like 4 p.m. and after because maybe you're a mom and your kids are at home during that time. Um, how to make sure our phone is ringing because that's when we're making money. And I work with a lot of stay at home moms that just want that time with their kids, that want to be able to say, hey, you know what? I need to get off at 2 p.m. because I want to go pick them up. I don't want them coming on the bus, or I'm not going to work until after they go to sleep at like 10 or 11 or whatever time it is, right? Or I only want to work when they're at school. So, whatever it is for you, we need to make sure that I did it again, the light. Uh, but yeah, so whatever it is for you guys, we want to make sure that when you're logging on, you're actually on the phone calls because that is how and when we're making our money. We're not making our money if we're sitting around staring at our phones. And then what do we do when we are not getting calls? So we want that time to be as minimal as possible. This ebook shows you how to do that, but also what are things we can do to bring in income, right? Because we have to promote ourselves, like I said. So Seduce with Strategy teaches that, but I do have a little bit of that here. What else can I do? Maybe you're really good at writing and you may want to do a blog. Where can we blog? Where can we post on X, Twitter, whatever it's called, or other sites to start bringing in people during that time? So it's being productive and we're not sitting there bored, right? Because that sucks. So, guys, y'all can set up a 1 hour training, just a one on one session with me where we will be on Zoom. This does not include any of the ebooks, but this is just me and you for 1 hour, my pre-game training session. So we can do that. And then, of course, the happy hour training session. So if you sign up today or tomorrow, by tomorrow midnight for my happy hours training sessions, this is one of the ones where you'll get your tag team training. You can pick a friend because everything is more fun when we have a partner, when we have a friend, right? So if you sign up for this one, happy hour trainings, you're going to get 2 Zoom sessions plus all of the ebooks and also the after party training session. So this is 4 sessions, 1 hour each, and all of the ebooks that I have in my collection. So, guys, both of these right now, happy hour and after party. Bring a friend. It's always more fun when we can pick a friend to do something like this with, right? So, do you know somebody who may be interested in your life? Do you know somebody who maybe wants to quit their job, maybe wants to make a little bit of extra money and they're willing to do this with you? Everything is more fun. You'll stay accountable and probably stay more active and more, because more would the word be, I guess, just accountable, and you'll actually see it through because now you have a partner to do it, and that's the idea behind the tag team training sessions. I want to help as many people get started, but not just get started, actually learn how to do it. And I feel that this, being able to bring a friend with you, is going to be the best way to do that. So for the tag team trainings, if y'all sign up today or tomorrow, The only rule that I'm saying and that I'm asking is make sure it's the same person. So if somebody, for example, gets the after party session, they want to bring one person to two of them and another person to the other two, I won't allow that. So pick the same person, bring them along, and I'm going to tag team y'all and help both of y'all get started in phone sex and start making some money. This is another really good bundle, guys. This bundle will teach you literally how to make your first $500 and to keep making $500 plus per week. And the reason I picked $500, guys, and although this is like super lowballing it, I don't want to over deliver to y'all. I don't want to promise y'all something that's like crazy out there and then you're not going to get it. Is it possible to make the 2,000 a week, 3,000, 4,000 a week? Absolutely. But I'm not the person who's going to sit here and be like, oh, you're going to make $10,000 a week, $2,000 a week. Not as a beginner. But can you make $500 a week? Can you make 1,000 a week? Absolutely. This ebook is pretty much what you need. So I love all of my bundles, but last week or 2 weeks ago, I made this one. This is the one that you need to get. So this one's called, let's see, annoying. This is 4 ebooks. Eek. Your first $500 bundle. Start, promote, talk, get paid, because literally that is what we do. You got to start promoting. So this is going to be strategies. Talk 100 plus. What is it? The 100 plus. I can't make that bigger. The 100 plus conversation starters, and then the Voices of Seduction ebook bundle, guys. This bundle is going to be amazing. This bundle is going to make people a lot of money. I already know it. And I mean, all of them will, but I really feel excited about this bundle a lot. So what do you get? Oh, there we go. The 100 plus conversation starters ebooks, your Voices of Seduction. So you know exactly what to say when you have somebody on the call. You're going to get the Seduce with Strategy, and then the How to Start Earning as a Phone Sex Operator, which talks a little bit about character, persona, and a little bit about everything. But the ebooks, of course, break it all down even deeper. So if you want a really good bundle to just get started, get all the main bits and juices out of it, whatever, this one's going to be the one, guys. This is the one I'm very excited about, that one, if y'all cannot tell. I also have Phone Sex Income Starter Bundle. You're going to get Phone Sex 101. You're going to get the Get Started as a Phone Sex Operator. Why am I actress? Phone sex actress as well. Phone actress is the other term. Create your personas. You're getting book 1 from both of those bundles. Promote yourself with strategy. So how to like market yourself. And then you're also going to learn, get the 100 plus conversation starters. I definitely need to take your advice and check that out. Check my lock screen and all of these things, because that's annoying as fuck. And then Seductive Persona Creation Bundle. This one has your 3 ebooks, has both of the persona workbooks. It has your main one with all of the information. It has your fill in the blank, so you can print these out. You can look at it. If you've got 2 characters you're working with, 3 characters, you print it out, or just have it on the screen and like have it on your own pages if you'd rather write it out or fill it in the screen itself. You get your persona workbooks, and then you're going to get your 100 plus conversation starters. So literally it's not even a conversation starter. Y'all can check out the actual book, or not book, like video where I talk about this one and I give you like actual examples of what it looks like. I'm not giving you a starter. I'm not giving you a line in this one. I'm literally telling you, breathe, count, 5, 4, 3, silence, breathe slow, talk slow, drop your voice. And I'm giving you directions as to what to say, how to say it, when to pause, step by step by step. So it's a lot of fun. All of the books are, and again, guys, being a phone sex operator is a lot of fun. This is the way to go to start making money online. This is what to do, and this is what you need in order to actually move that needle in the direction that you want to move that needle in. So if in 2026 you want to become your own boss, Do not go that traditional business route. You're not going to make money the way you will as a phone sex operator. Like I said, and like I showed y'all, traditional business owners have a lot of overhead. They have a lot of steps. There's a lot of barriers to entry. I've been there, I've seen it, I've done it, and it takes a long time, right? So if you're going to profit, you get the profit in 3 to 8 years. If you're going to profit as the phone sex operator, you get profit in about 2 weeks. Why? Most of us already have a phone. That's literally all you need to get started. And of course, you need to know how to do it, what to do it. That is where I come in. But even me, I'm optional, right? If you want the steps to actually start doing this correctly, to start making money quickly, to start actually getting what you want out of this, I am here to help you. I am here to guide you. But even I am optional. All you need is a phone to get started. You do need the internet to set up your accounts. But after that, you just need to log in. All of the phone companies have a phone number you can actually call to log in. You don't even need an internet to log into your calls, your shifts. But it's good to have. It's nice to have. And most of our phones have internet anyways, right? So let's just say that's like checked. Laptop, headset, all of that's extra. You don't need none of that. I don't have a headset. I had one for a while. I hated using it. It just, I don't know. That annoyed me. This thing annoyed me. So let me know, guys, in the chat. Are any of y'all like me? So ever since I was little, like headbands, this shit, like the headband part, annoyed the hell out of me. I used to literally grab them when my mom would send me to school with the headband, and I would like give them to my friends or hide them or leave them at school on purpose so that I wouldn't have to wear them. And she'd get so pissed off at me. She'd be like, "Why are you losing them?" I wasn't losing them. I was losing them on purpose, or I was leaving them in school because I didn't want to wear them. But anyways, that's why I don't have a headset. Of course, if you like that, if you like a headset, would like one, it's optional. Nice to have, but not needed. So traditional businesses tend to shut down too in like 5 years or less. Why do they tend to shut down? Lack of the money flow. Because again, those traditional business owners, they are investing all this money straight up, like at the very beginning, 20,000 to 250,000 if it's like a franchise, the big business, all of that. So somewhere in between that, you need a lot of money to put it into it. And then let's say month one, you have light bill, you have rent, you have mortgage, or impossibly, right? Rent or a mortgage for wherever you're going to have your business at. You have staff, you have LLC paperwork, you have fees and taxes and things to pay, right? As the phone sex operator, you work from home, so you don't need to rent extra space. Now, a minute ago, I was asked, what if you have people around you? There are ways to work around it. It gets a little bit tougher, but it's doable. Like I said, I've been working with people who have to go sit out in their cars or just kind of walk around their yard, like back and forward, or go into the restroom and take a call and then come out. So a little bit tougher, but doable still. But you start making that money quickly. You start making that money fast. As a phone sex operator, your average work from home pay is going to be $50 an hour. That is average. Is it going to be $50 an hour every time? Not at all. Definitely can be a lot more. Depends on what you're charging, depends on how much you're talking to your customer. And again, I can teach you and I can show you how to keep those people talking to you for a really long time. Once you're done with the caller, I tell you specific things to do to get them to call you again. And guys, my call times are anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours because I'm not sitting there just talking about sex. I'm not just talking about whatever their kink or role play is. I actually know my callers. I can tell you some of their personal information. I can tell you what they like. I can tell you the music they enjoy. I can tell you what they did in high school, what jobs they've had, all of that. Why? Again, it takes strategy. It takes them actually getting to trust you. Loved a headset headphone with the mouthpieces. Yes, I had one with the little mouthpiece. For me, it was the headband thing. Different views. Okay, so I'm sorry I missed a few of these. Let me see. Um, change the lock screen for sure. Enjoyed hearing different views. Oh, definitely. I love listening and talking to people about all of their different views, the different kinks that they have. Everything you learn as a PSO is very interesting. I don't know exactly what I can and can't say on here, but it ranges. There's so many different interests out there. There's so many different things. And again, guys, one of the main things that for y'all listening, whether you're here live or whether you're listening to this replay, you control what you do. You get to decide what is okay and what is not okay. If there is a topic you don't feel comfortable talking about that you just don't want to talk about, you don't have to. That is one of the things a lot of people tell me, "Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that." Then you don't have to. Whatever your boundaries are, you get to set them. You get to say, okay, I'm not going to talk about that. If you have somebody who maybe sends you a message or talks or calls you and talks to you and they're talking about a subject that you're not comfortable talking about, all you have to say is simply, hey, you know what? I don't like to talk about that topic, or I can't talk about that topic, but let's go ahead and talk about this topic. Or I've had a role play in my mind all day that I really want to do with somebody. Do you want to do this with me? Then give them a role play. Now, for that, again, you have to be the strategy, right? You have to be ready. You have to be ready with maybe whatever your favorite role play is, a good, fun alternative. And if you tell that caller, I've been wanting to do this with somebody all day, and you're excited about it, whatever that may be, then they're going to probably want to do it with you. So that is one tip, right? So you could have possibly lost this person, but that is one way that you might be able to retain them. These are the types of things that I teach the people that I train and that I work with. But what do you need to do in order for that? Again, guys, it's strategy. It's thank you for the likes, thank you for the hearts. It goes back to this. I have 100 plus conversation scenarios, role plays for you all in this ebook. So you could go through this PDF, and that is one of the things I tell people I train. Go through this PDF itself, pick a couple of your favorites, and have them on hand or have them ready to go. So that way, when they call you, and that tends to happen, oh, what do you want to talk about? What do you like? Oh my God, I've had this one role play in my mind all day. I can't wait. Like, I really want to do it with me. Do you want to hear some information? Do you want to listen? Do you want to play this out with me? I would love it if we did that. Then, of course, it's going to be a long call. It's going to be a fun call, and it's going to be something that both of you end up liking. And when they believe that you like it, again, believe that you like it because you're acting, you may not. But if you make them believe like you love it, they're going to fucking love it. They're going to call you back. They may even tip you because that's another thing, right? We get tipped, we get tributed. They call it tributes, they call it tips, whatever, right? After a call, sometimes the callers may tip you. So how do we get those tips? We talk about that as well in trainings. So what other ways are there to make money as a PSO? Well, there's pictures. Oh, okay, guys. So that's another thing that I can talk about. But pictures, you don't have to use your own. We have model pictures where you can legally use their images for phone sex websites. You can purchase a bundle of them. Then they give you the paperwork you need to go and use them. I have 3 different models that I use. I don't put myself out there. You can if you want to. Again, you control what you do. You control your boundaries. It's 1,000% up to you. If you feel okay, if you feel good using your own images, more power to you. I love that. But if you say, hey, you know what? I would like some model pictures, then you can buy some model pictures and you can legally use those and resell them for more money. And I know I misspelled resell, but whatever. Y'all get it. So you can go ahead and do that. Another way to make some money, record audio clips, sell them again and again and again. Digital products, right? Um, I've got several audio clips at this point that I've recorded. They are out there. People can listen to them for 99 cents a minute. I'm totally fine with getting 40 cents, 50 cents, whatever that website's willing to pay me because I recorded it forever ago. So if I made like $10 off of somebody listening to an audio clip today and I didn't log on, I didn't take the call, I didn't speak to that caller, whatever, then I'm good with that. But y'all can do that. If somebody paid $5 for 10 images of a model and I paid $30 for like 200 of those images 3 years ago, I'm okay with getting $5 for that or 275 or whatever that website's willing to pay me for that, right? Um, because somebody else paid $5 yesterday and somebody else paid $5 last week for that and somebody else paid 250 for that. I got 250 like 3 weeks ago. So guys, this works. If y'all don't think that this works, this is one of my next ebooks coming out, audio clips. So the other day on Night Flirt, I logged in and I hadn't logged in 2 days, but I realized that it I realized that I'd gotten a payout the day before. I did not know why. I pretty much knew it was like either somebody bought pictures or somebody bought audio clips or whatever. I got a payout of $45 on a day I did not log in to take phone calls because somebody listened to my audio clips and somebody else bought my audio clips. Because I have them where you can listen to them on a permanent basis, and I have them where you can just buy them and download them as like P4 files or whatever it is, MP4, NP4, whatever. But those are other ways you can make money when you're not really having to be on the phone. And those are some of the things I teach people as well. So, guys, if you want structure, if you want strategy, if you want to actually learn how to make this money, if you want to make 2026 the year that you get to take control of your life, of your income, of your schedule, go ahead and check out the links below. Feel free to set up a training session with me. You can get the after party session, the happy hour session, or the pre-game training where it's just the 1 hour session, or check out the ebooks that I've been talking about that I've been mentioning, because I would love to add you to my list of people who are now working for themselves, who are success stories. And I definitely, of course, if you get an ebook or if you do a training session, I'm going to be like staying on you and I'm going to be checking up on you and being like, how good are you doing? So I can brag about it. Like, I love that. I love that. So I remember forever ago, I'll tell this story about one of my friends. Um, so I met this girl a few years ago. She has been so awesome with this. Like, she's been a phone sex operator for about 2.5 years or so. When I met her, she was really down that day because she had just been fired from her job. And my friend, another mutual friend of ours, was like, oh, my friend's really sad. I'm going to take her out to eat, make her feel better, all of that. So we go out there and she's upset. And she didn't tell me why she was sad, but she was like really upset because she just quit her job. So I'm over here texting my other friend who does know that I was a phone sex operator part-time at the time. I was still teaching. I was a full-time school teacher. And I said, do you think she'd want to learn how to do this? Like, I didn't know her at all, right? So I was like, is she good with that? Is she not good with it? And then my one friend was like, well, you can ask her. I was like, well, I don't want to upset her or whatever more or like offend her or anything, right? Because, well, a lot of people really don't care. Some might care, right? And so, anyways, I told her, I was like, well, I've been doing a side hustle and whatever. And I started telling her like that and it goes really well. I've been doing it for many years and I can help you get started if you want. And she was like, what is it? And I started telling her, and I told her what it was finally after kind of gauging her, and I was dropping hints. And well, it's a phone job. It's kind of, you may not want to do it when your kids are around and things like that. And she was like, oh, okay, sure, let's do it. Anyways, now she does really freaking good. She works from home. She only gets on when her kids are at work. I mean, when her kids are at school, which is their work. So I guess that was a valid statement. Whatever. But she's by like done by about 2:30, 3 o'clock, because she goes and she picks them up. After that, she does the mom thing. She makes their food. She does everything. And when they go to sleep, every other night, she'll log on. Awareness and freedom, yes, definitely. She's always like telling me, she's like, I'm so glad that I got to meet you when we did, and that, um that I started doing this, that I'm a phone sex operator now, because if she said if she had been working at the time, there's no way she would have done it. So yeah, it's crazy how things work out, right? I say the same thing. Things work out for a reason sometimes. So she'd been fired, got to meet her, and I was like, do you want to be a phone sex operator? I can help you get started. And we spent that weekend setting up her accounts, setting up her profiles, getting her going. And the cool thing was she didn't even miss a paycheck. What do you mean, Isabella? Am I okay? Okay. So, Isabella, you can go ahead and expand on that. But yes, awareness and freedom. That is what we get, guys, when we work as phone sex operators. So much fun. This is just so much fun. Get to just talk to people from all over the country. And actually, some of the sites are actually worldwide. There used to be a caller who used to call me from Australia. He was a huge history buff. It was a lot of fun because he actually taught me a little bit about the Australian history and how they formed Australia and all of that. And then he would tell me, like, oh, as far as what I know about America, this is what I know, and this is what, and I would tell him what I knew, and we would compare the stories. He'd be like, oh, that's crazy, look at this discrepancy, look at this, look at that, and then we would talk about that. It's just so much fun how you get to meet people, how you get to talk about different things and topics, right? It's not just about phone sex. It's not just about sex. It's not about being explicit. It's not about being like dirty and whatever. And some people, I think, feel that way, but it's not. You get to talk about a little bit about everything. And again, you are in control always. So you decide what you talk about and what you don't talk about. And it can be completely anonymous. You can come up with your persona's name, like I talked about. You can come up with everything. All right. So, guys, feel free to drop your questions below. Check out the trainings below as well in the description. And if you have questions and you are doing the rewatching the video here, go ahead and drop your questions in the comments. I will be here to answer. I am here for you. I am Deandra, your phone sex dollhouse mistress, and I'm here to teach you how to become a phone sex operator and start making money from home, start getting what you need, and making $50 an hour average. So let me know, guys. I will stick around for another minute or so. If not, I'm going to say have a good night and have a very happy holiday week, because this is Christmas week. And I know we're all celebrating all types of holidays and stuff all over the place. So, whatever you're celebrating, happy holidays, y'all. I will be back in a couple of days. But like I said, feel free to check out the trainings down below. You have another 2 days for the after party session, the happy hour session as well. Bring a friend with you. Start off 2026 together, making money, learning a new skill, having some fun, enjoying this journey together, because it really is fun. And like I said, everything is always better when we have a friend doing it with us. Your New Year's resolution goals, working out, all of that, like having a workout buddy, same idea, right? So, guys, if you are looking for that, if you want to do that with a friend, grab the after party session or the happy hour session either today or tomorrow. By midnight tomorrow is the cutoff date for the tag team training sessions. After that, of course, you can still sign up for these, but it'll just be yourself. Um, and what do you get? You get the 4 1-hour trainings on Zoom, then you get the 2 1-hour trainings on Zoom, plus all of the ebooks in the ebook in the Dollhouse collection. So, guys, have a good night, and I will see you all next time.